Module 4, Lesson 19. The graph of a linear equation in two variables is a line. So a linear equation, remember we talked about linear and nonlinear earlier. Linear equation is basically where your exponents are not going to have powers, you're not going to have any negative exponents or fractions where you have the variable in the denominator, and you're not going to have square roots. So we're going to be graphing these linear equations which draw lines when we are done, and two variables means we have an x and a y. So we're going to use x equals 2 and x equals negative 2 to find two solutions to this equation. And then we're going to plot the points here and draw the line. So if x equals 2, and we put a 2 in here, I have to think about the steps I need to go through to solve this for y. Well, if I subtract 2 and then divide by 3, y equals 4/3 or 1 1/3, or you can make it a decimal if you wanted to. All right, so I'm going to say 1 1/3. Now I need to do the same thing again. This time I want to put negative 2 in for x and solve it. So this time I'll add 2 on both sides, divide by 3, and this time I get 8/3 or 2 2/3. So now I'm going to plot those points. 2 up 1 1/3. So over 2 up 1 1/3, you're kind of just guessing in there. And then negative 2 is up 2 2/3. All right, so now I'm going to draw the line in there. Okay, so I'm drawing the line there, and now we're going to answer a couple questions about this. Let me slide this over here. Find two other points on the line with integer coordinates, and we're going to see if they work in this equation. So integer coordinates just means they're crossing right on the grid line. So if I look over here, I see right here looks like 3, 1. So I'll test that one. And I'm going to test this one right here too, because that looks like 6, 0. All right, so let me slide this down here to where I have the spot to do the work. 3, 1 and 6, 0 were the 2 points I just picked. So x plus 3y equals 6. If we're testing a point, we're going to substitute in, remember this is our x, this is our y. So we're going to substitute in 3 for x and 1 for y. And then we're going to work the left-hand side of this and the right-hand side of this separately, and we're going to see if we get the same answer when we're done. So 3 plus 3 times 1 is actually 6. And of course the other side doesn't have any work to do to it. It is actually 6. So yes, it works in that equation. Let's try the next one. X is 6, y is 0. Again, work the left side, work the right side separately. 6 plus 3 times 0 would also be 6, equals 6. So yes, it works in that equation too. So we're picking other points off of this line, and they are working in this equation. Now, when x equals 1, what is y? Well, it looks like when x equals 1, y is somewhere in between. So I can't look at the graph and get that. So I'm going to have to do the calculation. So, go back to this. X plus 3y equals 6. We want to know when x is 1. What do we get? So we're going to solve this equation. 3y equals 5. Divide by 3. It looks like we're getting 5/3 or 1 2/3. Which, looking back up here at the graph, that does appear to be about 1 2/3. So over 1, up 1 2/3 appears to be on the graph. Now they're going to give us another point and ask us if this is on the graph. So they want to know, is the point 0, 2 on the line? So let's look back to our graph. We're looking for the point 0, 2. So sideways 0, up 2 is about right there. And absolutely, yes, that does appear to be on the line. So is this on the line? Yes. Is this a solution to this equation? Well, let's try it. Putting in 0 for x, 2 for y, working out the left side, working out the right side. We get the same thing, so yes, it is a solution to this equation as well. Isn't that kind of neat how every single point that's on this line, every coordinate that's on this line works in this equation? And every point that works in this equation falls on this line. Okay, we're going to do one more thing here. We're going to define an intercept, and we're going to use intercepts to graph, which is, it's okay to do this, but we already know how to solve for y and graph with the slope and the y-intercept, so we're probably going to continue to do that way most of the time. Anyhow, intercept is just where your graph touches the x-axis would be the x-intercept, or the y-axis would be the y-intercept. We already know about y-intercepts. So when you have a coordinate that's on the x-axis, what do you know about the y part of that coordinate? It's 0, correct. So if we are looking for the x-intercept, that means our y value in our coordinate is 0. So we're going to substitute into this equation, and we're going to figure out where does y equal 0 for x. Okay, so we put 0 in there for y, and then we do the math here. Well, 3 times 0 is 0. Subtract 0. Divide by 2. It looks like x equals 9 over 2, or 4.5. So on the x-axis at 4.5, 0, that is where my line is going to go through the x-axis. Now I'll do the same thing, only kind of opposite here, for the y-intercept. So my y-intercept is going to be where my x value is 0. So I'm going to substitute back into this equation. Only I'm going to put 0 in for x and solve this for y. Oops, that's a y. Okay, anything times 0 is 0. Subtract 0 on both sides. Just gives you 3y equals 9. Divide by 3. And it looks like y equals 3 for the answer to this. So at 0, 3 is where the line is going to go through the y-axis. Well, if we know the line's going through this point, we know the line's going through this point, then we know where the line is. There's our line. If I were to pick another coordinate off of here, would it work in this equation? Absolutely, yes, it should. If I were to find another coordinate that works in this equation, where would it be on the graph? On this line, right along this line somewhere.